Hey there, Rippers. This is Josh with the Retail Rip Review, Episode 3. Before we get started, I just wanted to briefly go over a couple of things. Number one, and most important, is the camera orientation is fixed. It's no longer going to have the issues with the cutoff sides like in our first couple of videos. That was all my fault, rookie mistake, and didn't notice it until it was too late. But moving forward, it won't be an issue. And the second issue is the fact that I didn't pop up any dollar values for any of the hits that we pulled in the previous video. And I think that for the spirit of what we're trying to do, which is to say, determine if something is a good value or if something was worth it, so to speak, that we're probably going to need to do that for at least some of the, the relatively higher value items. And I say relative because some of the things that we're going to consider minor hits, they may not be something that you could even actually sell. So, the value of it might be something like 50 cents, but you'd have to find the right person to be willing to spend 50 cents on it. So for things like that, if it's really, if I don't find anything online about that card selling, I'm not going to assign a value to it. So we'll just kind of consider it a zero. But for other things, I'll go on and try to see if there's any comps that I can find online for a sale, and we can add that to our total, and that way we can try to determine an overall value for what we pulled. But I didn't do that for the last one, but I will retroactively go back and look at those cards and kind of add them into our cumulative hanger box totals. But moving forward, we're going to do that for this video and for all the other ones. So hopefully that'll kind of give us a better indication in real time about the value, about what we're pulling out. Plus, it'll be more fun, like when things pop up and you can actually see a value. It gives you more of an idea about, like, obviously what something's worth and what's worth something versus what's not worth something. But today we're going to be opening a Series 2 blaster box. The last video we opened up a hanger. This is probably, I would say, this is not the biggest retail format. There are mega boxes, but blaster boxes are kind of right one step below that. As you can see here in the from the description, you get 7 packs inside the blaster box, and there's 12 cards in each pack. So it is a little bit more fun, I think, to open up 7 individual packs of cards as opposed to one giant pack, as like the fat packs or the hanger boxes. And you get 84 total cards per box. So you do get a lot for your $24 price point. But I do think it's important to point out that, at $24, this is, almost twice as expensive as a hanger box and almost 3 times as expensive as a fat pack. So you would expect to get a little bit more for that. But do you get more in terms of hits? That's kind of what we're here to figure out. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what we can find. Now, as far as what's inside a blaster box, oh, that didn't work. There we go. As far as what's inside a blaster box, we're going to get a lot of the same things that we saw in the fat packs and the hangers. You can see here, it says to look for retail exclusive hollow base card parallels. Those are just the hollow foils that you can get in any of the retails. So you can pull the hollow foils in fat packs and hanger boxes as well. There's nothing in the blaster box that's exclusive to a blaster box. There's nothing in the blaster box that's exclusive to a blaster box, kind of like the Diamantes are exclusive to the hanger boxes. All right, let's get into it here. Had a little bit of an audio issue. Apologize for that. Here are our packs. As I said, we've got 7 packs, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so we're back to Series 2 here as opposed to Heritage on the previous video. I think I definitely have a lot more exposure to Series 2. Definitely opened up a lot more of that product, so I'm more familiar with it. So we can just have a better idea about what to expect here. Look, here's a Milwaukee Brewers team card. I think these are always fun. We've mentioned these before. Got a few of the Brewers on there. There's Jackson Chourio. American Family Fields. All right, our first card is going to be one of those retail exclusive holofoils. This is Tyler Nevin of the Athletics. Let me put you up there, Tyler. And our Stars of MLB is going to be Rhett Lauder. We're going to get 1 Stars of MLB in each of these packs. There's Blake Snell on the back. All right, next pack. All right, so here's a retail exclusive that we haven't seen before. This background, I believe this is called, this is a holiday parallel. I believe this is a Summer Sun. I'm not sure the exact names. I'd have to look at the checklist. But Series 1 had a parallel similar to this with a background with like some palm trees and stuff, and it was called Spring Training. Though I believe this is the Series 2 version of the holiday parallel called Summer Sun. So we'll get a few of those. There's Sal Frelick. Moving on, let's see who else we can come across here. I like the bubblegum shot there, Victor Robles. Schneemann. Sometimes I just like to say the names because they're fun. All right, so we got an All-Stars insert here. We can do like a fun reveal here and see who we get. It's Corbin Carroll. I could tell just based on the headband, and not because I'm a Corbin Carroll fan, but because I've definitely pulled that card several times. Royce Lewis on the Stars of MLB. Next pack. So, so far, it looks like, you get basically a Stars of MLB and then maybe one other parallel or insert so far for each pack. That's kind of to be expected. Hopefully, we're looking for something a little bit more. I got Nice Bro. I mean, the names on some of these cards are so funny to me. It's like, who came up with some of these? Mutual Admiration Club. The 2024 T-Mobile Home Run Derby finalists salute each other. Nice, bro. Did they say that to each other? I don't know. Can we get a confirmation on that? All right. Oh, look at that. We have a numbered card. So you can see right there, we have a numbered card, 21 of 99. So in the spirit of keeping things fun, we're going to do a flip. So we'll go ahead and put that down. And our Stars of MLB is going to be Marte. Put him over here. And our numbered card is going to be Tomoyuki Sugano. Very nice. It is a green holofoil, it looks like to me. Colors aren't my strong suit, but that looks pretty green to me. Very nice. Tomoyuki Sugano, numbered to 99 on the green holofoil. We'll show him some respect here. Our first numbered card that we pulled on the channel, so that's pretty exciting. I don't know much about him as a player. He is a rookie, so I'll have to look him up and see how he's doing, or if he's even in the big leagues. One of the things about some of these cards and some of these sets is that you can pull some of these rookies and these guys, nothing against them, but it's just kind of like, I don't even know where you're playing right now. You might still be in, single A or something like that. Maybe you had like one appearance in the big leagues a year ago or something like that. But I think that, I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Let's move on to our next pack here. We've got another one of our summer inserts. Candeliaro. Running out of stands here. Let's save that for somebody a little bit better. We have a Pittsburgh Pirates team card. Ronnie Mauricio, the Mets. Parker Meadows. Got a few of his for sure. Like these shots here too. Anything where somebody's snagging like a home run or just like, any type of diving shot. Let's get some action going on here. See and look, exactly. Speak it into existence. Here's Byron Buxton, all-star this year for the Twins. It's a great player. Love that shot. And after that, we're going to have an OPS leader. This is a Series 2 insert. And it's going to be Freddie Freeman. Former Brave, bittersweet. Loved Freddie when he was on the Braves. Wish he could have stayed around. But I think he had other plans. And hard to argue that he had worse plans because the state of the Braves right now. Garrett Cole on the Stars of MLB. All right, we're down to 3 packs. Let's see what else we can get. There's Kevin Alcantara. I feel like he was a big rookie chase this year. Let's move on. Hunter Brown, Gordon Graceffo pulled a few of his things. It's funny how you start to see the same players pop up over and over again, and you start to get acquainted with them. Kierstad, here's another one of these cards. Come here, you. Quartet won't forget. Come here, you. It's just so silly. But I mean, I think that's also part of the appeal. Tigers celebrate Grand Slam in 2024 regular season finale. Good for you, boys. Spencer Strider, one of the few good Braves. Let's see who we have behind him. Just the stars of MLB, Jarren Duran and Kumar Rocker. 2 packs. So far, getting a number to 99 I think it's been pretty good because you're not guaranteed to get a numbered card in any blaster box, let alone a lower, not low. 99 is not low, but it could have been a number to 199 or 500 or even, one of the gold cards, which is numbered to 2025. So that's pretty nice. All right, so we got Austin Gomber here on the summer insert or summer parallel. Let's see what else we got. All right, got another team card, the New York Mets. As a Braves fan, I can't say I support the Mets, but I don't know. They're in a much better position than we are right now. But growing up as a Braves fan, the Mets were just a little bit of a punching bag, and I kind of I have a sort of affection for them. Nothing like how I feel about the Phillies, which I feel like is just kind of a hatred. But the Mets, it's kind of like, aw, like when they do well, it's kind of like good for you. And I don't mean that in any type of way. The Braves fans, we grew up in such a spoiled way. I can't even imagine in hindsight the fact that we got to sit through all of those division titles. And, as a kid, you think to yourself, oh, this is just how it is. We just win every year, right? Yeah, it's not the case now. We got a Padres 35th anniversary insert. It's going to be Arias. Pulled him a few times as well. Let's put you down here, sir. Wyatt Langford on the Stars of MLB. Another cool shot. Jorge Mateo with the slide. Last pack. Let's see what we get. Can we end with a bang or a banger, as they say? Troy Taylor, rookie. Blaze Alexander. There's Mookie. Always nice to see Mookie, one of the best players in MLB. Lindsey, and we're not. We're just going to end with Stars of MLB, Riley Green. All right, so all things considered, we have 3 summer inserts. We have one 35th anniversary 90s. We have a 90s All-Star 35th anniversary, a holofoil, an OPS leaders, and a numbered to 99 holofoil, along with some Stars of MLB. I'll pop up the numbers on the screen at the end of the video. We can see what we ended up with. We fell just a little bit short in our goal and break even. We actually ended up with more minor hits in the previous video with the hanger box than this one. I think that if we'd gotten just a bigger name on our numbered card, that may have made a big difference towards our overall value. And we may have even, broken even depending on who it was. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's going to be all for now here at the Retail Rip Review. Please tune in next time for our next rip, and we'll see what kind of fun things we can pull. And in the meantime, please drop a like, give us a subscribe, spread the word, help the channel grow, and hopefully we can open up some really cool stuff in the future. And if you can, please leave a comment down there. Tell me what your favorite things to collect are, what your favorite teams and what players are, and maybe we can feature some of that stuff moving forward. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.